There's an organ inside the human body that works quietly for years without asking for attention. No dramatic warnings. No loud alarms. It filters toxins, stores energy, processes nutrients, keeps the body alive every second without applause. And by the time many people realize something is wrong with it, the damage is already serious. That's the uncomfortable reality behind liver cancer. Not because it's the most talked about disease. Ironically, it often isn't. But because it grows silently. And silence is dangerous. Around the world, cases of liver disease and liver cancer symptoms have been increasing in ways many people barely notice. Some regions face higher risks because of hepatitis infections. Others because of alcohol abuse, obesity, diabetes, or fatty liver disease. Different countries. Different lifestyles. Same organ under pressure. And the strange part is this: the liver is actually one of the most resilient organs in the human body. It can regenerate itself. Lose part of it, and it still tries to recover. Which sounds almost superhuman. Until you realize humans are very skilled at testing limits repeatedly. Poor diet. Heavy alcohol consumption. Untreated infections. Environmental toxins. Years of damage accumulate quietly in the background like unpaid debt. And eventually the system stops recovering fast enough. That's when risk begins rising. Especially for hepatocellular carcinoma, the most common type of liver cancer. But unlike movie scenes where diseases appear dramatically overnight, real illness is usually much slower and more confusing. Fatigue. Weight loss. Abdominal discomfort. Loss of appetite. Symptoms that can easily be ignored for months. Modern life helps hide them too. People are exhausted already. Busy already. Stressed already. So the body sends small warning signals, and society trains people to continue working anyway. That may be one of the strangest habits modern civilization normalized. Ignoring health because productivity feels more urgent. Meanwhile, global healthcare systems face another challenge. Early detection. Because catching cancer detection early dramatically improves outcomes. But many patients discover liver problems late because regular screening is expensive, unavailable, or simply not prioritized. And this creates a brutal imbalance. The people most at risk often have the least access to consistent healthcare, which turns a medical issue into an economic issue almost immediately. Treatment costs rise. Families face financial pressure. Workers lose income. Healthcare systems absorb long-term expenses. Entire economies quietly carry the burden of chronic disease. This is where the story becomes larger than medicine. Because diseases reshape societies financially long before most people notice. And here's the irony. Modern technology made food cheaper, faster, and more available than ever before. Yet many countries simultaneously face rising obesity, diabetes, and fatty liver disease rates. Human bodies evolved for scarcity. Modern economies specialize in abundance. That mismatch creates consequences. Especially when processed food industries become enormously profitable while preventive healthcare remains underfunded. A strange system emerges. Treating disease often becomes more profitable than preventing it. And that uncomfortable reality appears across multiple healthcare markets globally. At the same time, viral infections like Hepatitis B and Hepatitis C continue playing a major role in liver cancer risk worldwide. In some countries, vaccination programs and medical screening reduced cases significantly. In others, healthcare access gaps still leave millions vulnerable. Which means geography can influence survival odds more than many people realize. Where someone lives may affect how early they're diagnosed, what treatment they receive, and whether they can afford it. That's not just medicine. That's infrastructure. And as populations age globally, healthcare systems face growing pressure. Longer life expectancy sounds positive, and often is, but aging populations also increase demand for cancer treatment, monitoring, surgery, and long-term care. The numbers become enormous very quickly. Hospitals expand. Insurance costs rise. Governments spend more. Pharmaceutical markets grow larger. And somewhere inside all of this, ordinary patients try to navigate systems complicated enough to overwhelm even financially stable families. Meanwhile, the internet floods people with miracle cures, fake treatments, detox myths, and secret remedies promising impossible results. Because fear creates opportunity. Especially online. A serious disease appears, and suddenly random influencers claim fruit juice can outperform decades of medical research. Humanity continues making the internet a deeply unpredictable place. But beneath the noise, scientists and doctors continue working on real progress. Better imaging. Earlier screening methods. Improved surgical techniques. Targeted therapies. Immunotherapy research. Modern medicine keeps advancing. Just not always
equally. The most unsettling
for
thing about liver cancer treatment is not always the disease itself. It's timing. Because timing changes everything. If cancer is detected early, treatment options may include surgery, localized therapies, or even liver transplantation in some cases. But if detection happens late, options become more limited, more expensive, and more physically demanding. And this is where the math becomes uncomfortable again. Prevention costs less than crisis. Usually far less. Yet healthcare systems across the world often spend more reacting to advanced disease than preventing it early. Why? Because prevention is politically boring. No dramatic headlines. No immediate profit spikes. No emotional emergency until the consequences finally appear years later. Human societies repeatedly struggle with slow-moving risks. Climate problems. Debt problems. Public health problems. The damage grows quietly until it becomes impossible to ignore. And liver cancer awareness fits directly into that pattern. Meanwhile, researchers continue studying how lifestyle, genetics, viral infections, alcohol use, obesity, and environmental factors interact together. Because cancer rarely comes from one single cause alone. It's usually accumulation. Years of biological stress slowly pushing cells toward instability. The body tries to repair damage constantly. Sometimes successfully. Sometimes not. And when repair systems fail, abnormal cells may begin growing beyond control. That's the terrifying simplicity of cancer. Not an invading creature. Not a foreign monster. The body's own cells breaking rules they were supposed to follow. Which makes cancer emotionally different from many diseases. It feels personal in a way viruses sometimes do not. At the same time, global pharmaceutical industries continue investing billions into cancer research and immunotherapy technologies. Some modern treatments help the immune system recognize and attack cancer cells more effectively. That's one of the most fascinating shifts in modern medicine. Instead of only destroying disease directly, scientists increasingly try teaching the body how to fight smarter. And yet, despite technological progress, one reality remains unchanged. Healthcare inequality. Advanced treatments may exist, but access often depends on geography, income, insurance systems, and political priorities. A breakthrough treatment means little if patients cannot realistically obtain it. That's the hidden economic layer beneath global healthcare conversations. Medical innovation alone does not guarantee public health success. Distribution matters. Affordability matters. Infrastructure matters. Meanwhile, social media creates another strange contradiction. Health information is more available than ever in human history, but misinformation spreads faster too. One accurate medical article competes against thousands of emotionally persuasive false claims. And humans are emotional decision makers before they are logical ones. That makes responsible health communication critically important, especially online. Because fear-driven content may generate views temporarily, but misinformation during serious medical discussions can create real-world harm. Which is why careful, evidence-based conversation matters far more than sensational panic. Still, there's a broader question hiding underneath all of this. Why are chronic diseases increasing globally even as medicine becomes more advanced? Part of the answer may involve how modern lifestyles evolved faster than human biology. Sedentary routines, ultra-processed foods, chronic stress, sleep disruption, environmental exposure, economic pressure. Humans built highly efficient modern systems, but not always healthy ones. And the liver quietly absorbs much of that pressure every single day, without complaint, until eventually it cannot anymore. That may be the most unsettling lesson behind rising global cancer cases. Many of humanity's greatest health threats are no longer sudden disasters alone. They are slow systems problems, built gradually through lifestyle, economics, infrastructure, and policy decisions repeated over decades. And unlike fictional stories,